Ayo, who made this? Ammo 7 did it again.
Welcome to another episode of Big Ego Media. Got another special guest today, called by the name of Don Strapsy. How you doing today, bro?
I'm good, bro, man. Thanks for having me, man.
It's been a long time coming, man. We're trying to get on you for a while, and then obviously busy schedules and everything.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, I was gonna say I'm inspired by what you do, man. What you guys done with SC Dons is absolutely incredible. For someone who runs a football club as well,
Yeah.
I'm learning and watching from you guys. But before we get there, we're gonna go all the way back, because before people knew you for football, we knew you for other things. So, I mean, where did you grow up? What area did you live?
Lewisham. So I was born in Lewisham Hospital, and I've always lived within Lewisham Borough. So like Lee Green, Catford, Mottingham, which is like just between Grove Park and Eltham. But yeah, mainly Catford, Lee Green. I moved about a bit, but yeah.
I mean, how was your sort of upbringing? You had your parents both there at the time. How was you growing up in the household at the time?
Yeah, man. I come from both my parents in the house. I had a good, healthy childhood in terms of active. I was doing everything like sports, boxing, athletics, football. We didn't have. We was pretty unfortunate in terms of money. We didn't have a lot of money, but I say it all the time. I had so much love and guidance in my house. My mum and dad was there. So childhood was good, bro. I have some amazing memories from when I was a child.
What do you think is the importance of having both parents in the household? 'Cause people take that for granted.
Yeah.
It's things that happened maybe in the old school way, alright, but not the same. It doesn't really happen as much anymore. What difference do you think it made for you?
For me, bro, it's important. It's all I know, so I don't know what it would be like without my dad there. But with my dad there, it's my mum and my dad are there at all times, and I think it's very important, because even when it came down to certain things, when I was getting into trouble, it was more kind of, I don't want to let down my mum and my dad. But I guess just for me, being a young boy, having a positive male figure in the house at all times, it was good. It was very important.
And in regards to school, how was you academically?
I think I was good, bro. I'd like to think I was quite smart. I was quite intelligent, but I was easily distracted, really easily distracted, I think. So it was probably the same story as a lot of people, kind of just not always paying attention, getting distracted by other things, which probably stopped me from achieving better grades or something. But I knew what was going on. I was good in terms of my intelligence. I was all right.
So I mean, school's going well. You're in a positive household at home. What then was that kind of turning point that got you attracted to the road life?
As I said, bro, like I think, remember I lived in a 2-bedroom flat with me and 4 of my sisters all in the same bedroom. So I think as a boy, it comes to a point where when money, I wasn't one of them kids on pocket money and things like that. So I remember coming to school, and I wasn't the kid with the kickers and the good trainers and the good clothes and stuff. So I think I always had a little bit of hunger in me. And then sometimes as you get older, it can turn you a bit angry, because like I said, I never forget when I first went to secondary school, because primary school to secondary school is a difference. And I was queuing up because I had dinner card. I used to get free school meals. And I just remember I was getting my meal, and some kid I didn't even know, he's like, "Oh, you're broke. You come from a broke family." And that's just stuck in my head to this day. It's never left me, because it made me feel a type of way. And I think, like I said, I come from my mum and dad was there. My dad took us to church every Sunday. There was real positive influence. My dad, he still is to this day. And sometimes what you're asking me, I don't always have the answer, because like I said, I got 4 sisters who grew up in the same environment as me, but they just went and got jobs and lived a good life. But I just got swayed. Maybe it was from my environment that I was in and the people I was around, and I just wanted to make money. And all of a sudden, I get to like year 9, and I stopped playing football and not really doing much sports anymore, and I'm just getting sidetracked. And then you find yourself in different circles and start getting in trouble.
I mean, just in regards to football at the time, was you one of the better players in the team, in the area?
I was a good player, bro. And it's funny because I know like you said, everyone always says that. But I was a good player, and everyone would tell you that I was. I wasn't the best like in the area or nothing, but I was respected as a good player. And but I never really I've never done the Saturday football. I used to play for Charlton. It was like a school of excellence. It wasn't an academy back then, and I was there for about 9 months, and then I got released from there. But I never really got into the Saturday thing. Around year 9, I stopped sort of playing football. I stopped playing for my school team. Just literally stopped kind of taking it serious, and I kind of came away from football for a while. So yeah, I never really pursued the football thing.
In regards to just growing up in Lewisham, in that era, was you kind of aware of the whole sort of gang situation in terms of the different crews and that, the ghetto boys were kind of synonymous at the time? Was you aware of what was going on?
Yeah. Because I lived in, like I said, I grew up in Lee Green. Then was living in a flat in Lee Green on the Red Brick. And then we was on the council list. I don't know the intricates. That's why we moved quite a bit. So then I moved to Catford, and I lived right in the middle of Catford, opposite Catford McDonald's, which is at the time you had Wildcats, which is CWC. So I was being from Lewisham, I was very aware like ghetto boys was more New Cross, Deptford, but there was every single area: Grove Park, Catford, Forest Hill, Brockley. There was all different little fraternities. You know what I mean? So yeah, I was aware of what was going on.
And what kind of enticed you at the time to kind of not necessarily join a gang, but now you're part of it? Did you find yourself, it was just an easy transition?
Yeah, man. I think I was kind of, from like year 9, year 10, I was kind of making music and spitting. And in like year 10, I started, when I think back sometimes, I think quite a few people was possibly trying to bully me, if I'm honest with you. When I look back now, because I had a madness with some boys from another school. They came down to my school, like 60 of them, and rushed me outside my school. And there was no real reason. It was just like, oh, you robbed my cousin. That was their reason for it, that I robbed their cousin or something. And I started to notice this was happening a lot every time I was out and about. Because I was young back then, and everyone wants to be a bad boy back then. But things were happening. And then, long story short, I ended up going to Deptford, which is like Pepys Estate in Deptford. And some guy called Power, I haven't seen him for a while, but he kind of took me under his wing. And that's when it started to get a bit left. But that's when I kind of got a bit more involved and put in situations which was probably a bit dangerous at the time.
I mean, this is kind of happening now. Your mum and dad, Christian, taking to church every Sunday. They assume you're doing the great job. Now they're seeing your behaviour. What's going through their mind? What's the conversation?
United it's more from year 11 onwards, because it's funny. Like my dad's not streetwise like that. You understand? So I was able to get away with. Bro, I lived in like literally Mottingham, which is just past Grove Park. It took me long to get to Deptford, and I was getting Deptford to do what I was doing, and I was coming home late. But I was just telling my dad I was at my boy George's house or something like that. But my behaviour never changed, bro, because I'm not a rude person. I was never rude in my house. I was never. It's not like I was doing a madness, and I was probably living one life in my house, and then outside of my house, I was living a completely different life. It's more when I started getting kind of trouble with police and that my mum and started realising, hold on, what are you actually doing? Do you understand? And then that was it really. And then
do you remember that kind of first arrest and then the conversation?
Like my first arrest was just stupid on my birthday when I was like 14, because I just graffiti in it, graffiti, and I got nicked for that. But then I got nicked in my school, and kicked out of my school on a suspension for like 2 weeks. And that's when I think my mum and dad started realising, hold on, Andrew, what are you doing? You're getting, because they wasn't aware. They knew I was a little bit, I was never bad, I wasn't even a bad boy at school. I was just a bit, like I said, a bit easy distracted all the time. So if there was something going on, I was never disrespectful to teachers. I was just kind of, my head was elsewhere, bro. So it's when I started getting nicked, and when police came and nicked me from my house in the morning and that, my mum started thinking, what's actually going on? Then my mum found grub in my room.
Did she know what it was immediately?
Yeah, because my dad smoked weed.
Okay.
So, that's it really.
So, I mean, when was it, you said you started rapping year 10, year 11, who was kind of your influence at the time? Because at the time as well, you wouldn't see too many sort of white rappers at the time. So what made you think, I'm going to start rapping? And And I guess when do you start rapping? I'm asking so many questions. When do you start rapping and being confident to spit around the man them kind of thing?
One of my influences was my boy Rodney. We called him Raw One. He was big Rodney, because he was always into music from early, and I was always good at English, always. So I always used to write poems and things like that anyway. And then this is Channel U days, so the people that I recognised were on the TV, and I just found myself listening to like grime music and stuff. And I just started writing, and then just one time in year 10, I just wrote a lyric and I spat a lyric, and the whole playground went all mad. Yeah. And then from there, bro, I just kind of continued, and I started enjoying it.
Yeah. And at the time, wasn't Don Strapsy?
It was Venom. I was called Venom Kid. But some boy in my area was also called Venom. Craze 24's brother, Venom. So I said, nah, let me change my name because he was more known. Yeah. Then I was, Don Strapsy. Yeah.
So, how did Don Strapsy come about?
Strapsy came about just me, but I thought it sounded like a sick name. I was calling myself Strapsy, and then Don ended up putting Don in front of it, Don Strapsy, and I just kind of ran with it.
And at the time, you're starting to make a bit of noise. When did you start realizing, oh, people are fucking with me like I'm doing? Because you start collaborating with different people on my ends and that as well. So when did you feel like, actually, what track was it, or what mixtape, or what sort of song came out?
You know what? I was doing my thing kind of within my area, and then back then everyone had little crews and everything like that, and I was just kind of I was good. Do you know what I mean? Everyone knew I was decent, and it just my name started because I was about as well. It wasn't like I was just some kid who's just writing. I was out here as well, so I think people thought, this guy's decent. And I don't know, bro, it just kind of grew around South London. It was just getting out there. It's only when I done the SBTV that put me on a bigger platform. Yeah. But before that, it was more South London. I was just getting, I'd done a tune with Rev, I'd done Peckham to Deptford with Rev. So that was kind of pushed it out there even more. Yeah. And yeah, bro, it was just more like that. And I was making music with some people from around here, from like Stainer and then man from Cholton. Yeah. So I was just in and around the areas doing our thing.
So, looking at it now, was it just a hobby, or did you see, this could be a music thing? What did you want to be at this time?
Yeah, at the time it was just a hobby, but I was just writing. I don't think I knew what I wanted to be around them times, around 16. When I left school at 15, because I'm born in August, so I was younger anyway. And when I went to college, I was doing fitness, coaching development and fitness, because I was thinking about doing coaching and going into the coaching route. But I never thought music would be something that can, I didn't really think like that. But I used to put my stuff on CDs and sell my CDs and everything. But I didn't really think about being an artist like that.
Did you remain consistent, or there's a period where you kind of took a break as well, right?
Yeah, I took a break when I around 23. Yeah. About 23, I stopped. I was gonna stop music. I wasn't gonna do it no more. So I took a break for about a year.
Do you think taking that break would have impacted, because you're still well known, but I guess you're well known for the football in terms of the music? Do you think taking that break kind of things would have been different musically now?
No, I think I needed to take the break because I was well known in it. Like I was doing well, but my life wasn't matching what I was doing, bro. Do you understand? And I didn't like the music. I was in a situation where I was making music that I didn't really want to make, just to go on radio and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't like what was going on, and plus I needed to change my lifestyle around from what I was doing at the time, and I just needed to just take a break and rethink on things. And I lost the passion for music for a bit, and then after a while I sorted myself out, got things in place. I said, I'm full good to write again, and I started writing and then just putting out music that I want to put out.
And at this whole time period, are you just playing football? You're just in Sunday League?
Yeah, I've always played football, lads. I was just doing Sunday League, always playing Sunday League football.
What was it about Saturdays that you were just too busy on the Saturday?
Yeah, man. It is, bro. Like, all of my friends wasn't ballers, bro. If I'm honest, like none of the man them was really taking football serious, bro. Maybe Big G came into football late, so he was probably my only close friend that was playing football on a Saturday. Yeah. All the other man them weren't doing that on a Saturday. So number one, I also couldn't commit to that. There was training. I remember G was training like Tuesdays, Thursdays, playing Saturdays. I couldn't commit to it. And then the management, the way managers talking to their players and stuff, bro, I can't deal with all of that. I couldn't then anyway. Now it's a different thing. I understand now that football's football. in that environment, he's the boss and what he says goes. But I think back then I thought, nah, it's not for me. Plus, I was just interested in trying to make money and other things. I really just kind of, football wasn't just something, it's just something I done on a Sunday morning. Yeah.
And how did the relationship with Big G start?
I've known Big G since I was in primary school, so since I was about 7.
Really?
Yeah, he moved to my primary school when he was in year 2 or year 3, and then we've been friends ever since.
And you said that he got into football late.
He got into football late, bro. He got into football when he went jail, innit? He went to Huntercombe. He was in like a youth offenders, and he didn't play football before that. He went in, and he was telling me that he's playing in goal in jail. And I was thinking, man, they're just putting you in goal, fam. But yeah, he came out. No, tell a lie. He played for our school team, actually. I'm not talking about, but I'd stopped playing for the school team. He played for the school team at the same time as me once or twice. He was just raw. He just went in goal because he was big. But then he went in, and when he came out of jail, he's an inspiration to me because he came out and really knuckled down, went to college, sorted himself out, started playing football. He was playing for Nike Academy, and he really pressed on with his football. So yeah, he came in late because like around, we're talking 17. That's late to kind of try and do something. You know what I mean?
Really kind of some sort of hand coordination.
That's my point. It's not like he from young. My dad used to take, like I said, I used to go football from 5 years old. My dad coached for Crystal Palace, so I'd go to all his half-term camps and that. So I had kind of schooling, which is why I'm technically a good player. G didn't have that, so it was very raw talent that he's turned into football late.
I mean, so how did SE Dons come about, and why the name SE Dons? I'm assuming Strapsy, but so SE Dons came about for the simple reason that I wanted to play football, but I didn't want to play Saturday football. My sister's husband, Ryan Palmer, was playing on a Saturday and he was telling me come down, but I said I can't do the Saturday thing. I haven't got the time to do it because I was doing music, I was doing everything else I'm doing. I just couldn't commit to it. I said I want to play football in Amandem. So we just made a Sunday league team because we'd always been doing Sunday football. And then SE Dons because South East London, and then obviously Don Strapsy, so we just called it SE Dons. So, so coming there. What made you say let's get camera out?
So yeah, the SE Dons started in 2014, and 2017 was when I started doing music again. And by this time, that's when the social media thing, you had Instagram and obviously Twitter was there from long before, but people basically I needed to interact with my audience basically. And even though I had all the platforms, I wasn't really into this whole like talking on camera and stuff. I didn't really like it. So, and I needed a way to get my character across because I wasn't the same person I was back in 2012. And people might listen to my music and think I just sounds aggressive and angry and stuff, and they don't really know me as a person. So I thought, I'm gonna start doing music. Let me start vlogging my studio sessions. And I said to Chris, look, I've got my Sunday league team as well. Come film us because it always goes off. Some referees getting slapped or someone's turning up late. You know how it goes. There's always some kind of entertainment. So I said, come and film it. It's a part of my series. And then he came and filmed one, and then I edited it up. And as I was editing it, I said, bro, this is sick, you know. Like it's deeper than just me, you know. It's like everyone relates to Sunday league football. So I put one out. We filmed a couple. And quickly I started realizing, you know what, this is a concept here. This is sick. And I don't have to, it's not like I have to think because there's a game every single Sunday. So content wise, I don't have to stretch for it. And that's kind of it. We started filming. Then I started putting out episodes, and literally every Sunday since, like I said, 2017, there's been an upload. There's not, like we say about consistency, we haven't missed a Sunday. Even to now, when there's games getting called off, we make sure we have an X1's upload. It might not be what they want, but every Sunday there's a upload, you know what I mean? And we just ran with it since then, bro.
I mean, when did you realise, wow, this is going to be successful? When the subscribers, you already had the subscribers for your
I already had, when we started, I think my channel had like 7,000 or 8,000 subscribers from just my music and that. But yeah, bro, it just I don't know. I guess at first people would have thought, oh, let me see what Don Strapsy is like at football, because I'm always rapping about football, and I had man from the area that was playing as well, so they're known in the area. Everyone wants to check in, but it just kind of grew, bro. And I genuinely think it's because everyone relates to Sunday League football. I used to be on YouTube and just type football tackles or sliding tackles. That was just something that interested me. So I think like when I was a kid, when I was 13, 14, I didn't have positive role models, but when I think about it, and I talk to G about it all the time, like the elders at the time, they done a lot for me, but realistically, I wasn't a positive role model. Do you understand? So when I was 13, if there was a SE Dons that I could have gone and watched Sunday morning, I'll be there every week, bro. Because it's like, whoa, this is sick. This is the man them. It's from where I'm from. I can get behind it. It's positive. Like, we get young boys come along, we give them jobs, you know what I mean? They move the camera equipment, carry the bottles, or give them tracksuits in exchange, you know what I'm trying to say? So, I don't know, man, but SE Dons it's just gone mad, bro.
I was going to say, I mean, as you're now getting the videos, people are coming to watch, what made you then say, oh, guys, come to a match? Is that what you done? You said,
yeah. So I guess, because obviously we started putting episodes out consistently, and then 1,000 views is going to 3,000 views, 3,000 is going to 10,000. All of a sudden the count is just getting higher.
And you made sure you press that monetization.
yeah, do you know what I mean? But even that, bro, we didn't see no P's for about probably 2 years. Do you know what I mean? I remember we're buying camera equipment and investing in ourselves. So what was I saying? So the supporters coming along. It just started getting bigger, and then we started noticing like a 1 or 2 supporters would turn up. Usually it's be the parents or girlfriends or man them on the sideline. Then we start seeing someone from 2 or 3 people turning up. They might have a Don hat on. Like, what's going on? Where are you from? They'll come from all over the place. And then that just keeps happening. And all of a sudden we say, cool, we'll start putting out where we're playing. Start putting up on the page, we're playing here, 10 o'clock. And bro, and people come, bro, it's mad. And
I mean, looking from afar, I've just seen it as amazing, because we've kind of done it differently. Instead of going to YouTube, we've had it with football club, because my whole thing was, let me make it to a semi-professional club. And we didn't really do the YouTube thing. We done it, let's get the corporates, let's go on BBC, let's go on. And I think we missed a trick there, because you kind of need to build up from foundation, the grassroots. And the issue we always had to really have our own ground, our own stadium. What you guys done there, because now you do a cup game, you're getting 2,000, 3,000 supporters coming down. I mean, when you see that, what are you thinking? Yeah, bro, it's mad, bro. It's mad. It's really amazing, man. It's just hard work and dedication. And you know, like we played Beatties about a month or 2 months ago in Barking. There was like 2,500, I think. No police, no security, no trouble, no one, nothing. Of the little push and shove and that, but nothing over the mark. And that's amazing for the scene, for the culture. And it's just good, bro, because there's a market that we've created now. Like, everyone's bringing cameras out now at Sunday League, do you understand? Like, more so on a Sunday than on a Saturday. I mean, we've got Isaac now, who's our cameraman for the anyway, because he was like, you know, we missed a trick. It's a bit late, but we're gonna keep doing it as well. So you're definitely inspiring us. I mean, how do I get? Obviously, I'm happy with, but how do I get trials for SE Dons? Is it something that you guys do, or how does it work? Nah, you know what? We haven't done trials. You know, it's more been because remember we've only got the first team on a Sunday. So it's usually someone knows someone, or we need a striker, or we need a midfielder. Who, like, a lot of the boys play football, they're in that football community, so they can find someone. Only up until, I guess, this season really, everyone that came in we kind of grew up with and knew. But obviously as you expand and you grow, the levels have got a lot higher. And how does that work in regards to egos and people saying, look, tough, bro. It's like, bro, you're good, but tough. This is a brand, and is that why the 11 started? Yeah, bro, because it's tough, because you have to understand as well, SE Dons, it means a lot to a lot of people. Like, honestly, bro, like, my mum was a big part of this club, innit? She used to wash our kits and stuff. My close, so the original SE Dons, even all the boys now, I love all of them, but the originals was really my people I grew up with, proper. My boy like Drops, Doug, and Amanda, and like, when we say anything for Paula, it's not just about my mum, because loads of people have lost people. But the reason I'm just bringing this up is because what my mum meant to them. So that's why I'm saying it's tough, because the man like Drops and a lot of the boys, I don't want to start saying names because I'll miss names out. But they love the badge. They love this club. It's such a healthy transition. We're talking about people that were ex-gangbangers and whatever. They found something which they can believe in and get behind and support. And it feels like that it's their club as much as it is mine. Which is why I'm saying it's tough when you're progressing and you're having to bring new players in. And I'm looking at someone that will die for this club or this movement, and having to say to man, bro, he's got to play over you. And so at the start, with a lot of the man, it was tough, because
they love it, but then they think they want to play because it's football as well. So it's tough to kind of grow, but at the same time make sure everyone is looked after. And that's why with the X1s we're successfully doing that at the moment, because it's the man them that really love this club, but we're not good, me myself included, I'm not good enough to play for the first team anymore. So we played yesterday, we lost the X1s, innit? We lost yesterday 2-1. We Mad B, Mr. Mad's absolute sitter, bro. You'll see it on Instagram soon. Yeah, but
that's the usual for Mad B still.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's tough. It's tough, as you know. You're in football, innit? So like, you build like, especially with Sunday League, it's different because Sunday League is your club, innit? So we're growing now, which means a lot of the man they're not really getting game time. So we're trying to do our best to make sure they're looked after in certain ways. Everyone has been able to build brands as well off of the back of this.
I was gonna say, Doug's gone on to do
does his podcast with Pounds,
Big G's doing
soccer.
So I even told Mad B, I told him that 2-3 years ago, I said, do what you're doing, but also work on other things as well.
Yeah, of course.
You're part of the whole brand.
Yeah,
so like,
man. Montel got his clothing brand and that. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. So I mean, what is it next for you guys? For me personally, seeing from afar, I say you guys are a juggernaut, right? You guys can easily be a conference or League 2 club. If you decide to say, oh, we want to become a Saturday club, start in the Middlesex County, whatever league it is, you guys will walk it to become a professional club very, very soon. What is stopping you from doing that? Because, bro, like I was saying kind of off camera a bit, Sunday League, what Sunday League to us is where everyone started. And Sunday League football, before we started filming it, no one respected Sunday League football. They just looked at us, it's old men smoking and whatever. And that's fine, because that is Sunday League football as well, but there's levels in it. If you want to play at the top level of Sunday League football, people are now fit, they're playing Saturdays. Sunday football means something. Like it's grassroots, it's muddy pitches, rubbish pitches, dodgy linos, dodgy refs, but it's our game. Semi-professional, money comes in, and people don't love their club on a Saturday. They don't. I know it because you know it. Like man, them don't love their club on a Saturday, but they love the Dons, and it's like we love Sunday League football, and we don't feel that our work is done at Sunday League yet. To try and do as much as we can for this scene. People love us or hate us, but we're Sunday League. So that's why we don't want to go semi-pro. You can never write nothing off. You can never write nothing off because, of course, I have SC Dons in the FA Cup. That would be a dream come true, bro. Bro,
do you understand? It'll be a dream come true, but at the same time, our FA Cup comes in terms of the London Cup and the Nationals Cup that we do on a Sunday and all these other things we do. And I think Sunday League football, it gives everyone hope. You don't have to be a fantastic player to play Sunday, and that's fine. You might play in the cage or all this stuff where you play in your area and it means something to you, because people will try and tell you that Sunday League don't mean nothing. Do you understand? Oh, it's just Sunday League. I'm focused on this, but it does mean something, bro. And it's alright to mean something. And that's what with the Dons, we're so in your face because we love it. We love Sunday League. It is our Champions League final is the Kent Cup final. Do you understand? And that's for so many people across the country. So to answer your question, I don't usually have an answer for it. I don't really know, bro. I don't know where we're going to be in the future. I just know that our work within Sunday League and grassroots football isn't done yet.
In regards to, I guess now, with sponsorships and stuff like that, that becomes an easier thing. Like, how are you kind of attracting more people? Are they just watching your views? Are they contacting you? Are you still to reach out? I think, you know, it is, bro. Like we live in a social media world now, man, and our engagement and our numbers make sense for a sponsor to get on board. I also as well, we got like Andy Answer, who's our chairman. He's like a mentor as well, and he never wants to take anything for free. He doesn't want to just take. We want to make sure we deliver in it. So we know that if you're a company and you're going to put your name on our shirt, or you're going to throw this amount of money at us, we'll make sure we deliver. The deliverables have to make sense on our part as well. And honestly, bro, I'll be honest. At the end of the day, we bring in like 2 million views a month, and the engagement that we get, it makes sense for people to sponsor and work with the Dons because of who our what's the word? Demographic, or who our demographic is. Kids and black kids, white kids, Asian kids, all different backgrounds, streets. We're cool. SC Dons is that demographic. So I think that's why they come to us, bro. And in terms of merchandise, how's that doing? Really good, bro. Really well, man. Selling all over the world, bro. All over the world, and that's credit to Big G, because he handles the merchandise side of the business, and Geek as well does a good job with him.
So
how
big up
does
them too.
it kind of work in terms of kind of ownership? Is there like specific owners? Is you going to do like shares? That, okay, you can own 2%, you can own, or is that no, we've started this and I'm going to give shares to people and then you work for the company? How would it kind of work?
Yeah, so we've got what 4 or 5. There's 4 people on paid employment from SE Dons. We built an office ourselves, and we work full time on a project. So everyone gets their even shares, and everyone works for it. Do you know what I mean? And there's always opportunities. We're still trying to expand and grow, but we started, bro, with nothing. We started with just me and Chris, and now, like I said, we built an office. We've people are getting paid, merchandise selling all over the world. Do you understand? When I sometimes I sit with G and I talk about like, bro, what we've done is it's amazing, man.
No, it's
but I take it back to that. I told that time when I used to go to school. I've never the dinner card story, bro. I can't get over it. Do you understand? That's why I think for me sometimes, I need to learn to kind of sit back and say, "Hey, bro, we've done really good," but I'm constantly trying to go there because I'm still not where I want to be.
Where you want to be.
Yeah,
and the thing is, and you look back and reflect, you're actually where
doing
you want
well.
to be. And you can go further, but you've actually done. Because what that also does is inspiration to young people coming from our culture and communities that you don't have to do the road thing, you know.
Trust me, bro.
You guys have done this legitimately by doing something that people love.
But it's
naturally.
also what I also say as transferable skills.
Yeah.
Because for me, the reason why I fell into the road thing, like I said, I'm old enough now to look back and ask myself these questions. Andrew, why did you do that? I never glamorize it either. It's not something I'm proud of. I made my mum very upset, do you understand, with certain things that I'll never get over, bro. And it's like, what I'd done is, it was all because I didn't want to get a job and do a 9 to 5 or work in a situation that there's 24 hours in a day, and I want to use them hours. Maybe it's selfish, I don't know, but I want to use them to make something happen. Yeah. So when I was on the roads, for example, my phone was on 24/7. Like I don't get, it doesn't get to 5 o'clock and I just sit back and start watching TV and eating biscuits. So it's a reason why I say to a lot of these men that are out here at the moment, they're actually learning entrepreneurship skills, bro. Yeah. So I took them skills into what I was doing. All right, cool. I wanted to do this YouTube thing. I need a Mac. That means you have to invest in yourself. So kids might need skills. You have to invest in them. Yeah. I had to get this stuff. I had to say to Chris, bro, we're working full time. It's not let's take a few days off. It's full time, bro. So these are all transferable skills, man. When you're on the road, you're working with people, your customers and everything. You have to learn to speak, and there's a lot of things that people can take, bro, and say, you know what? If what I'm trying to say in short, if kids that are out here and they're going down that route, especially remember, because 2022 is different now as well from when we was coming up, yeah. But these kids that are kind of going down that route now, there's another angle, because a lot of the times, because you want money, you can make it now through legitimate ways, like you said, expressing yourself, man. Computer. If you're not making money online in this day and age, bro, then what? Come on, man. That's the era that we're in. So I think it's just transferable skills, man, and it's about taking that jump and saying, bro, I want to do this. Look what you're doing here, bro. Like, who's pushed you to do this? It's you. You understand this? So people, there's ways, man. You don't have to go down the roads. You really don't, bro. But when they're young and impressionable, it's easy to get sucked in. Do you know what I mean?
100%. And I guess it's not just SE Dons, as you said. There's BTs. There's they've turned semi-pro on a hashtag, and there's quite a few different things. And I remember back in, I think it would have been 2018 or 19, I put all you guys in a group chat. I was saying basically, obviously Robbie took that idea and we made it into Blood Brothers series,
yeah.
I was saying, okay, you got all these sort of teams that are doing amazingly, right? And of course you're all in your leagues. Why don't you create a super league that would basically not compete with the Premier League, but we'll get to the point where it's a competition where people will sponsor massively, and then you work out dividends on who brings the most audience, be it SE Dons, be it BTs. I mean, Hackney Wick at the time, we was just the organisers. We didn't bring any viewership, but we were Arsenal Fan TV. Is that something that you think in the future you can create a league of the best social media, and then you have sort of rights to it as well?
Yeah.
I think personally, that is so even if it's not the actual main league you're playing, but it's like the Champions League. So you got group stage and so on. Is that something that you might look to do in the future?
Yeah, 100%. That's where it's going, man.
Yeah.
It's going that way. But yeah, it's very important that you keep the authenticity. Do you know what I mean? There's Sunday League football is authentic.
Yeah.
Like when we're playing Bickley, we're just a bunch of men from Bickley or whatever. There's something authentic about that, as opposed to we're playing this team. They film their games as well. They've watched the Dons. They've seen that the Dons make noise, so now they're making noise. Yeah. We're on the sideline and they're singing silly chants, but it's not authentic. Bro. Do you understand? Yeah. And that's something I've noticed sometimes when we play these YouTube teams. They don't feel authentic. Whereas when we're playing, like I said, when we're playing a Bickley or a Lullingstone or a Blendon, it's this Sunday League football, bro. Like,
and how do those teams kind of react to you? Because is there anything that way they just don't like it?
The one of them dash a bottle at George the other day, bro. Is it
anything that way they're trying to? Their hardest to actually do you guys over?
Yes, bro. It's fun. It's weird. It's weird because there's because we've been doing it long enough now within the Sunday League community. We didn't just pop out and over with cameras on some production thing. Yeah. Like, so everyone, we know a lot of people anyway, so they know we're not gimmicks in it. But there's some people that don't like it. They really don't like us. I think it's more jealousy and hatred in it. I don't understand. But then, because for example, when we play at Beatties, that's authentic. We go at each other. They love their club, we love our club. It never goes further. There'll be other clubs that we play, we're singing our songs, whatever, and they just think you can see in their voice and the way they're speaking that they really don't like us. Do you understand? But again, that's what Sunday League football is, man. That's why we love it. And that's what I'm saying, what you said about your idea, that's definitely where it's going. But for me, the key to everything is keeping the authenticity. So how do you get YouTube teams? Because remember, we are a YouTube team, but we're a Sunday League side as well. We're a Sunday League football team. Where there's other teams that are just YouTube teams. They don't really rate Sunday League football either. They're just a YouTube side, or who holds trials on a Sunday League, bro? So Sunday League usually is you've grown up together. That's your people. There's teams they hold trials and they're bringing him from North London, him from. You lose the authenticity, bro.
But as you say that, I just wonder. I just think I said it earlier. How do you get a trial for SC Dons? I think personally, right? That's a series in itself. Yeah. Become a Don.
Yeah.
So guys, we're looking for the new Don, we're looking for the new super striker, put your application in. Yeah. That will go crazy. So if you get the guy to do it on camera, I get in that idea. But I think honestly, that would be a thing where you get people from all over trying to become a Don.
No, definitely. It's definitely things that can happen. But again, for us, bro, it's just what makes the Dons is our authenticity. I'll give you an example, When young Philly put out there he wants to play Sunday League football, like, we're a friend of Philly. Philly's been supporting the Dons from early, from Catford. If it makes sense, if Philly's going to play for a Sunday League team, it actually makes sense for him to play for SC Dons. Because we're his club. We actually are, he knows that. But he put out he wants to play Sunday League football, Now, if we was thinking on a business thing, we know if we bring young Philly to SC Dons, the views will go mad. Because it's young Philly. He's worked so hard for his platform and big him up, But if we brought him to SC Dons, the views would have been mad, But we didn't, bro, because we didn't want to use young Philly for his name and say, because you're young Philly, come play for Dons. We can't guarantee you're going to play, bro. You know what's there? That's the honest, harsh truth. We told him come play for the X1s and he didn't want to play, so he's like, alright, cool. Then he went and played for UTR. But that's the point I'm trying to make. I think that's what makes the Dons the Dons. We saw young Philly was available, but bro, we can't guarantee you to play. So we're not just going to bring you in, SC Dons unveil new player, young Philly. It's not SC Dons, bro. Do you understand? So I just think for anyone that's doing what the Dons are doing, authenticity is the key, bro, man. You can't, nothing is forced. Even the Dons, some people will say as a pantomime, Big G, he's going mad for the cameras. He's not, bro. I know G, on and off camera, he takes everything serious. If we're playing a bloody game, he should play you at table tennis. He's sick at table tennis, you know.
He don't want that smoke.
I know you do the table tennis thing. You see G,
He don't want that smoke.
He's sick at table tennis, I ain't gonna lie to you. But my point, that just came to my head because I'm saying anything that he does, he wants to win, bro. He's severely serious. But yeah, man.
Even to the point that even he's on Sky Sports,
Soccer AM, and he's himself, bro.
And it's like when you're looking at, we just started as a bunch of friends, and now we've managed to get so much attention. And now we're on Sky Sports on a weekend.
Bro, and you should see the abuse he gets on a Saturday. Like every Saturday when he plays, the abuse he gets is mad, bro. Like they're proper, and that's what I'm saying. It's weird because a lot of the time it feels like genuine, like they hate him, innit? So it's weird, bro. It's a weird one. But that's what I'm trying to say. He deserves everything because he's been through a lot, man.
No, definitely.
So he's doing his thing.
And I mean, to touch on sort of hard subjects as well, and I know recently you just posted about your mum as well, and you said there's someone that was very instrumental in regards to SC Dons washing the kits.
Yeah.
I mean, when you brought this idea to her and she was part of it, I mean, how did that make you, was it finding that real? Like, did you feel like I'm making mum proud now?
Yeah, bro, like my mum was like my biggest supporter, bro. She was my biggest fan. My dad is as well, but my dad was more, when I was kind of getting in trouble and that, my dad was more like, he needs to get a job, or my dad was the one that would come to you early, you need to start paying rent, you know what I'm trying to say? Because he's just been making me a man, he's teaching me to be a man. But my mum was my biggest supporter because a part of the reason why I stopped making music was because the trouble I was getting in. And I needed to, I was living illegitimately and I needed to find something that I can do to come away from what I'm doing. And when I started doing the SE Dons, I was filming SE Dons, but I was still kind of dabbling. And I'm so thankful that my mum got to see my transition, because my mum was the biggest supporter, because I went and applied for a job with Sky to become an engineer. So I went and done a 3-week course up in Brentford. When I was putting away the line and everything, I said, cool, let me just go straight. I'm going straight, getting the job, cool. When I got the job, I done well, passed the interview, done the training, I got the job, bro. Like, I can't remember how much it was, but it was a decent job. Free Sky and everything, yeah. But bro, I only done it it wasn't for me. I done it to please my mum and my dad and my sisters. And I remember when I got the job and they was all congratulating me, and I said to my mum, I said, why is everyone I don't want the job, I don't want to work here. Why are they not congratulating me when I done this or done that, whatever? And my mum, like, she knew I didn't want it, bro. They're like, and I was there for, bro, 2.5 weeks, literally. And I remember I woke up one morning and I was knackered, yeah. And my mum was a mum, you know, she'd bring me a cup of tea in the morning and that. Woke me up early with a cup of tea, and I was like, wow, I don't want to go. And she's like, Andrew, this ain't for you, man. This ain't for you. Like, bro, imagine that, you know. So I've just transitioned from what I'm doing. She knew what I was doing. And I'm coming away from that. I need this job because otherwise I'm not going to be making money. She told me, it's not for you. What you're doing with SC Dons, keep doing it. Keep doing it, yeah. She used to message me, bro, like every 2 days. Oh, you got 10,000 subscribers now, Andrew. Next 2 days, oh, you got 11,000 now. Bro, hey, Bobby, bro. Everyone loves their mum. Yeah, but my mum was a very, like, she was such a supporter. And that's why, like I'm so happy that her name lives on through what we're doing. And I made a vow, bro. I swear to you, like, I say it in my lyrics, and it's not a joke. It's real. You can ask my friend. You can ask Jules. Jules knows everything about my life. When she went, bro, I threw away my line, bro. Threw it away on that day. Yeah, and I said, never again. I'm not doing it, because I made her really upset with that. And I stuck to it, bro. And like, now we're in a position, I'm full-time employed with SC Dons. I have an office that I built, that we own, and her name lives on because everyone shouts anything for Paula. And sometimes I feel weird about that, because it's not about me. Do you understand? It's lovely that they say it, and she'll be happy about that. But we done that when we won the cup final. We done anything for Paula. But the reason why anything for Paula lives on, because like I told you, it represents more than that. Jordan's lost his mum and his dad. Drops, that's a whole different story. Bear man have lost parents, and you don't have to be a parent. It could be a girl or your sister or something. But that's what anything for Paula represents. Like, we'll do anything for the Dons, anything for people that we've loved and lost. I know I've waffled a bit, but so I've forgotten the question. Yeah, I've forgotten the question. But it was something about my mum, innit? Yeah. It was just that she was a massive influence. She was a real supporter of what I'd done.
And your dad now.
My dad is a man as well, bro. Yeah, my dad.
My son.
Trust me, man. And like my dad, he gave me tough love, innit? My dad's like, his family's Irish. Yeah, and my dad, like, he was very strict when I was growing up. Really strict, man. Like I said, took me to church every week. Any problems at school, I'll tell my mum, and I'd beg her, don't tell dad. You know what I'm trying to say? That's how he raised me. Fall over, get up. But it was my sister, he'd pick her up and kiss her. So that's what I'm trying to say. From early, he came to me, got to start paying rent. That kind of, he was a man's man. And right now, yeah, he inspires me so much, because sometimes he feels as though he let me down a bit, because he's never made money, never. But I always explain to him, you've always been there. And I think I'm the only one of my friends, when I think about it, that hasn't been in prison, bro. The only one. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I tell him, I said, Dad, like, you could have given me pocket money or bought me driving lessons or nothing, but bro, if I make money now, yeah, if I take a girl out now, yeah, and I don't make nothing, there's money in it. He's been there for man the whole time, and he's still there now, and he's still an example with how humble he is and how he is. And with the Dons, we're not angels, man, but at every game, he's always bigging up the opponents. He's always talking to the opposition manager. He's lost his wife, his whole house, like his whole life, and I just get to watch him and how he handles things, because I've gone through heartbreak. And sometimes I think, Dad, how can I be complete? Look, you've lost everything, but he's still there, man. He's still there for my sisters.
And that's what it is.
It's a big thing, bro.
The lesson in that is that a lot of times people think that, I have to provide money.
Yeah.
Your presence is the most
important
bro. Thing.
Just being there.
Yeah, just being there. I can't provide everything for you, but me being there is the most
and that's what I mean. And that's like, because I used to work with kids as well. Because I told you before I went into music, I was trying to do the coaching route. And a lot of the times I felt good because I was a positive role model to some of these kids. And that's why I said at the start, when you asked me that question about how important it is and how integral it is, I can't articulate it because I'm fortunate to have my both parents there, whereas others don't. But I just feel having them both there, it's a love in your heart. Do you understand? That kind of helps me. It's obvious when you're young and I'm 5, 6. I have my dad was my superhero. Do you know what I mean? So having him there, and the morals that he taught me about how to treat women, and because I had 4 sisters, bro, it's tough, you know, like sharing a bedroom with 4 girls, bro. Imagine. But like, and they'll push you, man. But if I was to ever lay a finger on them, bro, I'm in trouble. So these are just little values he taught me from early, and faith, and he taught me how to pray. And
in regards to faith, I'm gonna say it's something that you're still really much involved in now.
Yeah, man, definitely, it's everything to me. But I'm not a perfect Christian. I couldn't. I couldn't quote you. Some people tell you, well, this verse says this. I couldn't. It's just it's how I grew up, and I went Catholic school, Catholic secondary school. But I can go to any church and just pray. Do you know what I mean? But it's for me. It's everything for me. It's everything.
And with SC Dons now, is there like a pre-season tour? Like we go and play matches in Canada, go to America, and set up matches.
Do you know
in
it is? Yeah,
Australia?
like COVID really slowed us down, bro. Like it just delayed. I say to the man, it just delayed us. It hasn't stopped us, but it delayed because we had plans. It was meant to go fly out to America with DC. We was gonna do something with DC United in the MLS. COVID killed that. There's a lot of things that COVID put a halt on because we haven't been able to make plans. You're in the football world, you know what I mean? We haven't been able to be like, this is what we're gonna do for pre-season, or this is what we're gonna do with Puma. But it seems like we're coming to an end now. So we'll be looking to plan for pre-season from now, man.
So I'm gonna say, is it a Puma thing now? Because Adidas was there at one point. Is it like
was with Kit Locker, and there was like a middleman between us and Adidas, and then we done a deal with Puma Teamwear. Okay. So that's who we're with currently, Puma Teamwear.
And like I said, for me personally, you're inspiring me. Like I'm gonna be on the camera myself today. First team at chairman holding the camera. We're playing against Brimsdown actually. So like you guys inspired me. So I'm doing the same thing, following the same footstep, and all I can say, watching from afar, what you guys are doing is amazing. How you build up, you got the man them involved. I see young Mad Bees involved. It's like it's inspiring, and you guys can actually mobilize. The fact you can mobilize 2,500 people to go to a Sunday league match, that is powerful. A lot of people can't get 2,000 people at their concerts. You guys are doing that in regards just as a Sunday league football team. That's amazing. So all I can say is more power to you guys. I'm watching from afar. Keep doing what you're doing. I would say Hackney FC versus SC Dons, but we're not ready. Maybe our first team, but not we lost 7-0. The reserve team, which I played, we lost it. So we're not ready, but you man, keep doing what you're doing, man.
No, I love my bro, and big up you as well, Bobby. I think what you're doing is amazing as well. Like to come out and transition yourself as well. It needs to be spoken about because it's inspirational. Again, you take inspiration from us. I do from you, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like no excuses, and man work. So keep going, bro.
Love, bro.
Big up, man.